Chest. Woo, chest. Ah, I don't know what the fuck that was. But chest today. I am a little extra anxious, good anxious, excited anxious to get to the gym today. What was it? Oh yeah. So today was the first day of classes for my school. So it is 4:45. Um, and so very much off my routine of normal timing that I was used to in the summer of going around like noon at the latest, ideally. But that's what my Mondays are going to be like. The nice thing is, my Tuesdays I don't have any class, so if I have to, because I will have lab on Mondays usually, so I'll have to go even later. But I don't have to worry all that much about how late I'm up on Monday because I have some room to sleep in a little later as far as Tuesdays go. So onto the lift. Gonna be basically the same thing as last time. I will say, assuming that this lift goes efficiently, I'll probably throw in a little bit of shoulders. Nothing fancy, just some straightforward lateral raise work. So just a few sets of that, and that's it. Because my interior delts get more than enough work through pressing. My rear delts get more than enough work through my rowing movements. Um, so no need to be redundant in that area. But yeah, lift wise, planning to be the exact same. I might swap or add some volume from the seated like cable press fly that I did for some like kind of standing high-low chest flies. Saw one of those old clips of Dorian doing them, and I just kind of have a hankering, craving to do some of those potentially. And then also, uh, I like the cable fly like press movement that I did 2 chest days ago when I was at the other location for the gym. The one that I did last chest day, it's in the works, that's for sure. Uh, just trying to figure out if I like that movement or not. Um, or I shouldn't say if I like that movement, if I like how I have it set up. Um, so it's just a matter of kind of figuring out how I like to get it set up. I don't know if I'm gonna move the bench a bit further back or what. I wasn't feeling the chest connection and the ranges of motion that I was planning for, and I off the dome, I can't exactly put it into words the best just because I don't remember exactly where it was that I wasn't feeling it. From memory, I felt like I wasn't getting a great feeling of connection towards that end of the range of motion, that deep contraction. But once I get back on it and start feeling how it's feeling, I'll get a good sense on if it's going good or not, and I can maybe give you guys a little bit of update on that matter. But yeah, as far as lift goes, that's the plan. Pretty straightforward. Incline, cable fly / press, and then pec deck. So see you guys in there on the incline movement for our first start. Yeah. A little more. No, all my head could walk. Well, this one's actually
I'm not doing fucking. What I'm gonna do after you, not in that order. I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna do cardio. Maybe.
So it's fucking packed, as you might be able to see. So we're gonna probably meander around on these cables for a little bit, who knows? Just because this is what's available. So I don't know how many sets we're gonna be here for. I would like to use Pec Deck to finish the workout, but I know we've done at least like, I think 3 sets at least here. The rest of the lift might just be on this cable machine. So.
Oh my God. There we go. How are you doing this?
Good. 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 Let's get 2 more.
No, 5 more.
Two more.
One more.
Okay. Just went as good as it could have gone. Admittedly, it was a little frustrating there for a minute. Got a little nervous for a minute. A lot of people. So yeah, recap. Didn't get to do any pec deck. Honestly, didn't need it. I don't even know how many total sets sitting there with those cable flies. I did enjoy doing those like that. But there's so many people, and once I got a hold of that machine, I was gonna let go of it, because every time that like once or twice while I was over there, the pec deck machine opened up, but I just wasn't ready to move over to the pec deck machine. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna finish the workout here. I think I did another set or two of that lateral raise machine. Actually, that's not true. I moved over to one of the shoulder machines. It's the same movement, but instead of holding the grips, you have the pads on your elbows. You're just like that. I moved over to one of those for like a set or two after I ran out of SD card on the camera, SD card space. Which honestly, if I didn't do shoulders, I kind of guessed it like perfectly spot on in terms of having just enough, memory card footage space for chest day. So go me. Well, pat on the back if I could reach it. You're not that big. You can't. It's a mobility problem. I just don't stretch. Trust me, I'm not that big. Okay, so let's see if there's anything useful to talk about while we're here. Not much I can really think of. I will say I'm probably going to pick up a Planet Fitness membership, specifically for Mondays, because Mondays is already a busy day for my gym, and especially at this time. This is going to be like the time that I'm probably going to have to go on Mondays, and I mean it's $10 a month. I'm lucky in the sense that I am in a financial position, job wise, that I can afford that, and that I realize that probably sounds sarcastic, but I'm not being sarcastic. I'm aware there's probably people that can't afford that. Not that they can't afford $10 a month, but they just don't have the rhyme or reason to budget that towards something like a gym membership. Nevertheless, not the point. So yeah, the wow. The Planet Fitness is actually way closer to my house. I can actually point out. I'm not gonna like, you guys aren't gonna see it because it's gonna be on this side of the road, but I can mention when I pass it, so you'll have some bit of reference in terms of how close it is to my house or my apartment where I'm living. Because I want to say it's maybe a 10-minute drive max from my apartment to this gym, which, admittedly is kind of perfect timing for little sessions, little talking sessions. Wow, I was sleepy, boy. But, yeah, you'll see when I get there. You'll see that there's, on the days that I go there, the talk in the car is literally just going to probably be, hey guys, chest. And then that's it. But, so, I don't think there's anything useful to talk about. I guess we'll talk about, time management or pursuing goals while you have a busy schedule. So in this case, let's talk about, let's say you're a kid in college, and you want to get into the gym or start taking the gym more serious or whatever. And your question is, how do you time manage? How do you balance school and whatnot? One thing, ask your professors if they're okay with you eating in the classroom. Some professors aren't. Some don't care. Now, obviously, be respectful with that privilege. Don't bring in like fucking chips or something loud. But if you're gonna eat, if you got a meal prep chicken and rice that you got to get in, and maybe you have a 2-hour class, and like the timing wise, it makes most sense to have it during that class. And also be mindful with smells. Don't try not to bring something in that's like super aromatic with like super strong smells. Some people may like or dislike whatever your food smells like, so just try and bring something that's respectful to the fact that you're eating in a crowded room, if your teacher lets you do that. So that's obviously a big benefit if you're able to do that, but meal prepping 100% is going to be something that's going to drastically increase your ability to tackle the responsibilities of being a college student and also try and chase your fitness goals. It's going to allow you to have consistency, and it's also going to be a lot more convenient. And so you can either meal prep like the night prior, and make your meals for the following day, or depending on how you eat. By the way, guys, right now I'm at the intersection that would put me going into the Planet Fitness. And so you'll see, I'm at the light now, so I'm coming to a stop. You'll see how much time is left in this car ride to get home. But, so yeah, prep your meals. My roommate, he preps all of his meals on Sunday night. So he preps, I don't even know how many. Granted, I want to say he only preps 3 meals for each day, and I think he makes his own breakfast, and then he makes like one other meal in the day. But having those 3, pre-made meals a day adds a lot of convenience. So that's the other thing. You got to realize, like, you don't have to prep every single one of your meals for the day. And then another thing is, you're going to have people talking about, oh, well, what if I, live on campus, I'm in the dorm, I don't have a kitchen, and I'm on a meal plan eating, food from the cafeteria, whatever your place calls it, commons, whatever. See if your school offers nutrition information online. If so, that gives you some idea of how to track what you're eating. And then buy a cheap Amazon kitchen scale, little food scale. They're like $10. And you might feel silly, but who gives a fuck? Like, if you like the gym and you want to be serious about the gym, who gives a fuck if some random person across the university eating place thinks you look silly because you have a kitchen scale? Bring your kitchen scale in your fucking bag. Go there. Oh, they got rice. They got chicken breast. Boom. Make your fucking plate. Weigh out. Weigh your plate before and after or whatever. Figure out ideally how much you're eating, and that gives you a way to kind of track to some extent what you're doing, what you're eating, and that gives you some variables to try and consider and stay on top of. Saw my roommate, he's at the pickleball court. So yeah, that's a method. And you don't have to overcomplicate it. If you're in a surplus, make sure you're in a surplus. Eat consistently. Figure out like if 3,000 is your maintenance, and you're in that situation of, oh, you can't be exact because you're eating the the cafeteria food. All right, well, you need at least 3,500 for arbitrary numbers. Who the fuck cares if you're tracking 35 and you're actually eating 36 or 37? Just adjust based off of how you're tracking, because in the end, once you're eating the same stuff kind of consistently and tracking it as the same stuff, you're gonna have that become a consistent variable. Like even if you can't get it exact, if they're always serving you the same chicken breast, and even if that 4 ounces of their chicken breast is 20 grams of protein and you're tracking it as 25, all right, well, at some point you're going to realize, all right, I need more protein, so I'm going to add more chicken breast. I'm going to add 5 grams of more protein worth of chicken breast in this meal. And so now you're eating 25 grams of their food. And even though you're tracking it as 30, in the end, the variable difference is the same. You went up 5 grams. So that's a way to do it. And then lastly, I'm at home. I want to eat, so I'll just keep this short. I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. Decide what's important to you and prioritize that. If you really don't care about going out, then don't go out. And by all means, everybody's free to do what you want. Everybody's free to enjoy the things that they enjoy. Just because I don't like going out doesn't mean you aren't allowed to like going out. But be aware of what things are and aren't worth your time to you. To me, my perspective when I think about going out is, all right, like if my friends want to go out to a bar at 10, they'll probably start, pre-gaming, getting ready at like 9, so there's an extra hour. Maybe they're at the bar from like 10 to 1, there's 3 hours lost, plus the hour to get ready, there's an hour. Maybe you get home, it takes you another hour to go to bed, that's like, 5 total hours, and then maybe you feel like shit in the morning. So, it's a lot of productivity time lost. So that's the other thing. Like, I don't play video games at all while I'm in school semester. So I don't have my Xbox with me because I would want to play video games, and not having it with me, I don't even get the option. Admittedly, I've gotten used to living like that, so I don't really necessarily crave my Xbox time. But as much as I would like to sit down and relax and decompress with like an hour or two of video games, whatever video game it is for that day, I know that that's an hour or two that I should probably put towards whether it's doing my chores around the place, my homework, or studying for maybe an upcoming exam, or fitness related stuff, whatever it is. So I don't know how else to break it down. Maybe I'll do some thinking on more productive ways to elaborate on this concept. But yeah, if find what things are important to you, make like a top 3, and then find ways to prioritize the way you choose to spend your time towards things that are being productive towards those goals. If your top 3 things in no specific order are your sociability with your close friends, the gym, and classes, okay, well then you're going to prioritize things that go towards them. If you have a girlfriend and you don't care about the gym as much, then time that person A with those first three that would prioritize towards the gym, those are times that you're going to prioritize towards making quality time to spend with your significant other. If you don't care about going out, like for me, I would say my three priorities are probably no specific order, but just school, gym, uh, school, and a gym. Even though I said no specific order, she'll hear that and go, ah. But, so, I'm going to prioritize, I'm going to choose, if it's an activity that is going to pull away from my time that I could be either, being productive towards my schoolwork, spending quality time with my significant other, or things related towards my gym goals, then it's going to become secondary and it's going to sometimes get kicked out of the way in order to have something else in that place of time usage. All right, whatever. I'm starting to fucking, I feel like, not make sense. My blood sugar's in the pooper, in the tank, in the depths. All right, good chest day, guys.